All right, you ready?
Yep. I mean, you weigh it in a bit.
Dude, it looks fake.
It does. It looks like just, yeah, totally. Dude, we're going to scale it later and we'll go through.
I can't believe that's a battery you're doing that with.
So these are MegaLife Lithium ion batteries. So basically they use the factory housings. Say we have whatever car. It is a factory replacement of the battery that's on there. Same size, but a lot lighter. It actually doesn't take up the full battery, the lithium ion, but they use the same housing. The BMS in here is actually what's special about it. In past experiences, I've used other battery companies and I've blown out their lithium ion batteries because they've just given me so much issues. And I called them up, try to return it, and they don't really offer a solution for me, and I can't return the battery. So I'm like, I'm done with these other companies and I'm gonna try someone else out. So I approached MegaLife and asked them, hey, you know what? What's the deal with your batteries? He came over, gave me the whole spiel. I was like, I love it. Let's go ahead and put these in all the cars. I'm gonna need Skyline GT-R batteries in stock. So that's what we have, and I'm gonna try it out with your car first, just because you need one.
I sure do.
So the issue is we got this car from Japan, and Japanese people love to just add things to their cars. So if we look at behind the stereo, we have everything from, all Japanese cars have the ETC, which is a toll thing. When you key on, it says cool, but not needed here in the US. We've got the whole stereo, but in Japan, it's not just stereo. It's a TV, it's a DVD player, it's all these things. So they add a bunch of stuff there. On top of that, we've got boost controllers, gauges, just extra antennas. We've got cameras inside here, which record everything, alarm system most likely. We have some type of phantom drain on here. I could spend a long time trying to find it, and we'll probably eventually find it because we're going to swap out the head unit. We're going to take all the extra electronics out. But for the time being, we're going to swap out the battery. And what's cool about these batteries, actually, when you threw at me, there's two different versions. So there's the black and the red. Probably has some special name to it, but I don't know the special name. So the main difference, the black one is basically just a battery that you could turn on and off by the push of a button right here. So this button basically just turns the battery off. So you can leave it in your car with it off, doesn't drain anything. And he was telling me the shelf life of these batteries is about like 7 years. So shoot, if you walk away from your car, come back a couple years later, technically you should be able to just turn it on and start your car and be good to go. The difference with the red one is it has the same base battery in there, but when you push the button on the red one, it lights up. The button on the red one, on the side right here, it has a spare backup battery to jump start your car. So let's say you've got it connected and it's slowly draining away at your battery. You go to start your car and it's dead. Well, just pop the hood, push this button, and boom, your car starts right up. Once it starts up, you go back, turn this off, and your alternator will now charge this battery up. So next time you go to your car, you're good to go driving and won't have a dead battery. So both are ideal. There is a price difference. This is $500, this is $700 retail. Personally, I like this one. First of all, the price point is good. And second of all, I want to be able to turn my battery off. This is cool because you could, start it all the time. I don't drive my cars enough to, need a jump start every time that I let it drain. I much rather just, when I park the car, I know the battery is full, boom, turn it off, let it sit for however long. Got a bunch of cars, I don't drive them every day. Come back to it 2 weeks, 2 months later, and turn it back on and be good to go. So I think it's a lot better option for me to run just the switch on and off versus the jump start type. So we're gonna install, actually it's up to you, Gabe. Which one do you prefer in your car?
I think that one's good.
Yeah. For what
I
we
like
do.
the fact that you turn off, plus I use a tender anyway. So, but that's a cool feature though. That's a really cool feature that I think people would like, especially if they drive their car a lot maybe.
And you had mentioned earlier the drawback to having a switch off type battery because you're going to put a head unit in and all that. But like, what are we going to lose? The radio stations? Even on the newer head units, they have a little backup battery in it. I don't think you lose anything on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
The Howtech won't lose its software and what I've tuned in there. Personally, I don't think you'll have a problem with shutting your battery off. And you know what? It's a safety thing, right? If your battery shut off, you have no draw, you have no current, nothing shorting or anything like that. So I think this is a lot better choice. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and install the black one in your car and kind of see how it goes. What I really love about these batteries is, so JDM cars use different battery terminals for whatever reason, and the battery terminals are a lot smaller than the US terminals. So anytime I try to fit on a US battery to a Japanese car, I can't utilize these terminals because they're too small. So I have to expand out the terminal or cut the wire, recrimp on a bigger terminal to work with US batteries. There's only one car in the US that I know of that uses these small terminals, and it's the Prius. So I've been buying like Prius Optima batteries and all that.
Funny.
So yeah, it is a struggle. So the fact that the terminals are the right size is a huge plus. We could go ahead and throw this one in there without having to modify any terminals on there. So we're gonna get started with that and see how it goes. Negative, positive terminal off. Since it is positive, I gotta be a little careful with it, not to short it. Okay, so we're good there. All right. Side, and then we're gonna grab this negative terminal. Yeah, someone added on aftermarket HID lamps on here too, the previous owner. And the wiring is not the greatest. Swap that out. Probably the easiest swap done on a car. Oh, another good thing about this battery, he was mentioning that we could put it whichever way we want, because it's not lead acid, it's not AGM. So it doesn't matter how you mount it, as long as you don't mount it where these two posts were hit anything. Well, positive post. One really nice key feature about this battery too is the fact that let's say I need to do something, change the alternator out, or just kill the battery for whatever reason. Well, all I do is push a button and I could just turn the battery off. Makes life a lot easier. We have to swap this out possibly. It's funny, we have this nice battery in here, an ugly battery bracket. So your thing is a bit short.
You say what?
So the terminals actually are opposite on the 32s, 33s, and 34s versus the Stageas, but it works out pretty well. I had to just kind of relocate the wires a bit. Definitely looks like we're gonna have a lot of wires to clean up, but we'll go ahead and address that another day. It is just... that was all there from before. So
JDM stuff.
JDM style. So actually, I just turned the headlights on to kind of test it out. The battery is off and battery's on. Cars popped up. You can hear the alarm kind of arming or doing its thing. And you want to shut off? You shut everything off with a push of a button.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm blown away. I love it. One thing I didn't mention earlier is they have different ranges of batteries. This is their, I think, 19L. Version. This one has 600 cold cranking amps, which is plenty enough for this car. That should be good to go.
But they have some that go up to 1500 though, right?
Yeah, they have up to 1500. They have smaller batteries that are goes down to like, I think 400. For example, my Aero Atom. I don't need that much for it. Actually, right over here, a buddy of mine, it's Renee's car. This is Daisy. We're doing a new harness on it, and I really want. That's actually the main reason I reached out to them, because I was like, oh, you know what? We could fit a small battery in here. It's a 600cc motorcycle engine. Air cooled, there's almost no electronics on here. So just a small battery, one of the small ones I have. They rarely drive it. So they've got a phantom drain on here also. Oh, they should have after I did the new harness. But if they want, they could just go ahead and turn it off, or do the other one where it's got the jump on there. So if it does die, they could go ahead and do that. So we're going to try out their smaller version once I forgot exactly what would go good in here, but 400 cold cranking amp for this would be perfect. This is the 600 and turns the headlights on good. Let's go ahead and start it and see how it starts. Okay, it's in neutral. It starts better than it did when it came in. All right, let's try something else. It may shut off when I start it, but I'm gonna try and turn everything on, the headlights, the high beam. I'm not gonna do windshield wipers. Let me try it. Yeah, that's strong on there. I'm sold. Oh, I just realized too, you know, like if you're not sure if your battery, your alternator is charging the battery and all that, and you have to disconnect the terminal. Well, what if you just shut it off? RPMs go up because the alternator is now not having to charge the battery. It pulls the drain off of that, and you hear the revs go up, but we know your alternator is good because it's got no battery. Put the battery back on. We hear revs drop down because it's got the extra load to charge the battery. I love it. I fucking love it. It's just so immediate. Yeah. So, MegaLife for life. I've been having a lot of problems finding a good battery for my cars, my customer cars. We do a lot of imports here, a lot of 34 GT-Rs, Stageas, 32s, 33s, all JDM imports. They've got the smaller terminals. I'm sick of trying to use a Prius battery to try and make that work. The fact that these batteries fit JDM cars, that's a huge plus. The lithium ion, they're, oh yeah, we're gonna weigh it. We'll probably put down the weight. I would have to say a fifth of the weight of a regular battery of the same size. The fact that you could switch it on and off is amazing. So there's no more drain. You walk away from your car for a month and basically you can switch it off and switch it back on when you start. You know, actually another cool point of that is, let's say you park your car somewhere, it's a sketchy area, just turn your battery off, close your hood. Someone tries to steal your car, they're not gonna know that it's this button that turns everything on. So it's maybe an anti-theft device too. So
unless they watch the video.
Yeah, exactly. They watch the video. Sorry. It's gonna end up on definitely all my cars. I'm gonna push this to my customers because it's great. Oh, one thing I did not mention is the fact that it comes with a 3-year full warranty. He was saying if I have problems with it, just let him know within 3 years. So just swap it out. Good and done. If I have a customer that has issues with it, he swaps it out. He says very rarely does he get any warranty returns anyways. So yeah, if we had to go that route, there is that there, but I don't think we'll have to. These seem to work great. And it's crazy because the other battery is okay and it tests voltage, full voltage and everything, but you start the car and you kind of hear it struggle trying to start. Whereas this one, it starts right up. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to MegaLife on all my cars for life.